All right, buddy. We're going to talk to our audience about an important topic today, okay? All right, so you ready for the conversation? So, listen, I want you to pay attention. Okay, so what I want to talk about is how our audience going to support me and support people like me, people that have small business. Why it's important to support a small business? Because, Egypt, you have to pay attention, buddy. We're talking, we have a discussion. So we're gonna tell them that how important for them to support small brand like mine, because if you're gonna keep, following trends and like mostly wanna like wear what, especially when it comes to jewelry, obviously, because we're talking about jewelry, not about like fashion in general. That's a different topic. How when you go ahead and you buy Egypt, I'm talking to you, Egypt. He's not interested in the conversation. Buddy, we're trying to have a discussion here. I want to hear your opinion when I'm done talking about this. So what I was saying that so if you are thinking about how you want a small brand to survive, you are, most of the time people go shopping because when it comes to jewelry, they buy what's popular and what's out there, what everybody's wearing, because you want to talk about it on social media. But the more you do that, the more me as a small brand owner will not be able to survive and wouldn't be here for the long run. Because I understand that you can, you want to buy trendy jewelry or jewelry that have so much impact in a sense of like what's hot is what's trendy, just because say this from a place of like that I notice that a lot of the times people tend to buy things because somebody else wore them, not because they're like different and cool, it's because they're popular. And is it jewelry have to be popular, or is it supposed to be self-expression? Is jewelry can be more something that that in the long run is going to help small business like myself to grow and obviously bring bigger and better things to the table and expand my creativity and do things that I can share with you and obviously like feel more connected to my audience. I'm not saying everybody will connect to what I do. I love what I do, but then it's all relatable to how you want small brand to survive if you are always aiming to support the bigger brands. Because people like myself, we generally do things with a lot of care and very, very detail oriented. And also there's a lot of work that gets done here in New York. I make things in New York. Everything that you see, it's done in New York. It's all based. So there's a quality control. There's I work with locals. I've been doing jewelry for like many years. It's very important to remember that you can do fast fashion, you can do whatever, you can buy custom jewelry and whatever, just something you can buy and like throw in the trash after. But what about the quality of things that can last? You can pass them to your friends, family, whatever, your loved ones. You have to ask yourself this question: are you a person who cares about being trendy, or you care about like connecting with local artists and helping these artists to grow and be able to get somewhere? It's like, it's so sad to watch a lot of brand like dissolving and kind of dying, like if it's a mom and pop shops, if it's like clothing designers, if jewelry designers, any person who's creative that their company, their brand is just literally fading out of the earth, like they don't exist anymore. And after spending so many years, and then some people like they don't even have to be big brands, it can be so small that they make everything local, they're all based here. But then sometimes people will feel like as like we are too expensive, or we're not too known for you to invest in our products. I'm like, how about thinking that we're actually making things that have more thought behind them, more like where we care about like knowing that whatever products you get, it comes directly from us, because I pack everything and I ship everything and I do everything, because I'm not trying to be rich here. I'm trying to create a movement, to create a community where people feel like creative or like feel inspired by, where they can eventually want to like pursue their dreams and want to do better. When you go ahead and put money in bigger brands' pockets, you are really taking away from us becoming something. Because I promise you that a lot of small brand owners doesn't want to be rich. I promise you. I know people that can like, I've been doing this for years and still living in a great, like living in a like financially in a good place, because it's not even the point. It's about keeping a piece or giving a piece of us from our inner selves into the outside, into the world, and share that with people that actually feel the same way. It's more than just the financial aspect of it, where like things are expensive, because it is expensive to produce everything in New York. Everything is sourced in New York. And then when it comes to like, oh, I don't want to go and buy from this brand because I don't know much about this brand. I'm not going to go spend this amount of money because it's too expensive. But you can go to Gucci and buy a brass piece that plated in gold for $2,000, and because it says the name of the brand. Who cares? To be honest, like I know brands that I have worked with and have sold before in the past when I worked in fashion, and I've seen the quality and I've seen what they use, and I want to gag because how people used to spend a amount of money on shit that isn't even worth what. Because I make jewelry now and I know how everything costs, and I believe that it was a scam. It's a scam how some products use really shitty quality of materials and then upprice them because I guess they can. It's the name. I get it. But when I make things that are like legitimately like expensive to make them here in the States, people still feel like, oh, you know what, this brand is not known enough to spend money or to put money in their pocket. And this is because of people like that, we're not going to be able to survive. So keep that in mind when next time you shop and you tell yourself, where should I put my money? Where? In a small brand like mine, or go ahead and buy something from Chanel? Think about that.